So my first question is kind of about buying into this defensive identity. When you were coming here, kind of knowing that standard, but Binford has talked about how you instantly just adapted to this identity. Can you kind of talk about that now that the regular season's wrapped?
Yeah, our offense starts with our defense. We don't go unless our defense goes. It shows out there, like on Saturday against Sac State. Like we were kind of a step behind on defense, and we just weren't flowing on offense. So our defense is our big thing on our team, our program. Just how we get easier points, like quick transition points. And then for me, I knew that was the next step for my career, for my basketball. Um, Overseas or wherever I go for to go pro, they're gonna play man defense more than zone. So I had to step in that role and learn and trying to learn from everyone what they read, and just challenge myself in that aspect.
Yeah, Coach Binford talked about even in your first phone call wanting to come here and win a championship. Last week when you guys hit another milestone of that championship trophy for the regular season, she was the first person, or you were the first person she gave the trophy to. What was that moment like when you were kind of just staring at that trophy?
That's a good question. I don't know. Like I was just still in shock. Like it didn't hit me just yet. Like I saw the confetti and I saw like the cutting the nets and the trophy, but I think it just gave me more drive to go win in the tournament. Like I still want to go and do that. Like I was like, yes, we won conference, but let's go do it in tournament. So I would think it was more like, oh, like the drive of continue to win and continue to go and cut the nets, see the confetti fall, and then hold the tournament trophy, and then go to March.
How has your mindset kind of changed coming here with the success that you guys have had going into this?
Yeah, just being more consistent, and just being consistent with like my mental. Because sometimes it's a long season, so sometimes it's like a roller coaster. But for me, this year I could like consistently just be myself and kind of just if I'm in a rough patch, how can I get out of it quicker? And it's easier when you're surrounded with girls that love the game and are competitive. But I think the biggest thing was just how can I handle my mental while also being good out there and being consistent for my team.
What about the team? What has been the overall message this week heading into?
Yeah, 0-0. That's the mindset I came in my sophomore year playing against Montana State. It's 0-0. Like records doesn't matter. Like yeah, we're conference champs, but it doesn't matter. That was a week ago. It's 0-0. Continue to have the mentality of 1-0. Each game's going to be hard. It's March. You never know what's going to happen in March.
You're getting everybody's best every single game. How much did that prepare you guys for Boise when you guys are the Cracker everyone comes in here wanting to beat you?
Yeah, I think it prepares us a lot. I think it's just we can't take easy steps. Like yeah, we're the number one seed, but it takes the preparation, the shoot around, like the details, small details, everything matters. We can't just take one practice off because we're tired or because of injuries or something like that. Like nobody really cares about that. Like they want to come and beat us, and Sac State made us realize that we need to be better and that every step is going to matter for March.
Your Portland State teams were never higher than a 7 seed in Boise. Um, Maybe this goes back to like a different drive or an increased drive, but to go into the tournament, starting at a different point and having a different path. How much are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I think it makes it easier as in like that's a good question. I don't know. I still have the same mindset. It's 0-0. Like I said, it's 0-0. It's a new season. Everyone right now is the same seed. It's like no matter what it says on the bracket, like everyone's 0-0. So the number 10 seed can be a number one seed. You just never know what's gonna happen. So for us, it's like we need to stay consistent to who we are. We need to have a mentality of 1-0, and to continue to go out there and just play our best game.
And you've spoken a little bit about mental health and being in love with the game. When you first committed here, you told me that part of the reason for transferring was trying to fall back in love with the game. I know winning probably helps a lot of that, but what has that process looked like for you over the past several months in terms of just loving this game again?
Yeah, I just surrounded with the girls and the coaching staff that love this game. And like whenever anybody's going through a rough patch, like everyone's there to listen, everyone's there to help you and just go out and just like get your mind out of the game. Like you can tell when somebody's just out of their funk or just not dumb. So with this team, like everyone's just there for each other, and we're there to listen, there to talk to one another, and it just makes it easier to get out of that mental state.
Can you speak to the this question for teammates to the positional versatility that you've seen from KJ and Taylor? Maybe both going against them as on a different team, and then also going against them in practice when you're on the same team. What can you tell that they've brought to this program in just terms of all the different things they're able to do on the court?
Yeah, just their high IQ and just being a veteran. They've been here, they've won championships, they know what it takes to win, they know the mindset of it. Especially with Taylor, she has such high IQ. Like she sees the game differently, and then with like the freshmen or the younger ones, like she can help. Like she knows what to do, and she's been around, been in her system, and KJ also. They're just there to help us and just kind of get a sense of what Ben wants, what the program should look like. But they're a veteran; they just know it.
The 20-point game you had a couple years ago against MSU to get to the semis. Do you remember how you kind of reacted to that? What your feelings were right on the heels of that game?
Yeah, 0-0. That was my mindset. It was like, yeah, they're the number one, but we didn't want them to repeat because they won the year before. We're like, we don't want them to repeat. It was like it's 0-0. Like, yeah, and then we played a game, so it was like we have the momentum, we have the feel of the court, we have the feel of the hoop. But the biggest thing was just like it's 0-0. Let's go put it on them.
In pressure moments, it's a little bit of a different question, but in pressure moments, especially because you're the top scorer, how do you balance, finding your own shot versus trying to get your teammates involved?
Yeah, it's just a feel of like where we're at as a team. Like if KJ hasn't touched the ball in a while, it's like how can I get KJ going? Or if Mara hasn't gone a shot, it's like how can I get them going? Same thing with Taylor. Like how can we get a steal and she can run? Like because she's an energy bunny. Like she gets the fans going. And then for me, it's like okay, when do I need to take over? When does my team need me to like draw a little bit more fouls? I think it's just the feel of the game and how the game is going.
Well, I'm saying like in like last shot moments. So like Saturday, for example, against Sac State, how do you kind of differentiate whether it's you that needs to take the shot, or is that a feel thing too, or you need to pass the ball? Because
Yeah.
LeBron, for example, he always gets a lot of critique for passing the ball in big moments. So how do you kind of balance that being leading scorer?
Yeah, of course, like I want to take the big shot, but it's like whatever the defense gives us. So it's like if there's two coming at me, like I'm gonna go give it to the open person. If I have a mismatch, I'm gonna go take them. So I think it's just really what the defense is giving us and who's hot that game. So it's the biggest thing is just like the defense.
That early question about the 20-point game and the beating MSU. Like, how do you look at it now? How do you kind of think about that performance and that breakthrough that you had back then?
Yeah, I just continue to be myself out there. Continue to be a leader, a point guard that my team needs me to be, and then just take over games if I need to, or if I need to be a true point guard and just pass the ball. Just continue to be aggressive out there. Um, I'm guaranteed 40 minutes. Like I'm not guaranteed 3 more games, so I need to go out there and just play my best and play my hardest for this team.
How much have you enjoyed this team and this place in 1 year? Just what was that like, and how did it kind of live up to your expectations?
So much more. Like you said, it's amazing here. I'm so blessed that I was here for 1 year. Like this year has been amazing for basketball and outside of basketball. I wouldn't change a thing. Like I'm so happy I spent my last year here with the community that loves us, that loves program, loves basketball. But it's been amazing.
Do you have a favorite memory so far going into
Um, that's a great question. Probably beating Grizz at home. Just that feeling.